Hi everyone, welcome back to Vino TV. Today's wine is another one from Allegro Vineyards. It's called Aria 2007. It is a French Sauterne styled ice wine, and that's really important because in the Sauterne region or the style of production, they tend to cluster and leave the grapes on there as long as possible. And they even kind of allow some sort of what they would call in France noble rot, which means they basically let the grapes on there as long as possible to gather as much juice and to gather as much flavor as possible before they end up picking it and produce this wine. Carl used, at Allegro Vineyards, Carl used that method to produce this wine. This is 55% of the Traminette, and the rest of it is the regular German Riesling. What's really key about this are two things. Number one, it's the bottle that's produced in, an ice wine bottle with a fantastic label. Actually, all of Carl's labels are pretty cool looking, to tell you the truth. He does a fantastic job with that. But the other thing is that the temperature that this is served in. An ice wine and an ice wine styled product needs to be really cooled off. And we're not talking refrigerator cooled off, 40-some degrees. We're talking sub 40. We're talking anywhere from 12 degrees on up to, say, 23, 24, 25. You want this coming out of the freezer when you start to drink this wine. The other thing that's really key about this wine, before you really even get into talking about what it tastes like, is how it affects the glass. You want a smaller, thinner glass to keep it really cold. But because of the glass being warmer than the wine that you're putting it in there, you want to let the glass cool off, which means you want to put the wine in there early, and you kind of want to let the wine adhere itself to the glass. Now, I don't know if you really can see this on camera or not, but this is a really syrupy wine. It's really thick. The wine glass has a lot of what they call legs on there. That means it has a high sugar level. So this is going to be a really sweet wine. But that sugar level and that high sweetness needs to adhere to the glass so that every time you taste this wine, it tastes the way it's supposed to. If you just pour it into your glass real quick and take your first sip, it is not the proper way to be attempting to consume this wine. So let's talk about the wine itself. Interesting apricot flavor to it, buttery, really smooth. Definitely high sugar level to it, and actually it's already started to warm up. It needs to stay cold, but it is a really interesting tasting product. It has a whole honey background flavor flowing through it that I really think makes it unique and distinct. Ice wines are not a lot of fun to produce, and you really have to take good care of them. But when they come out, they really can make or break your wine experience. And I think this one actually makes it. This is another really strong player from Allegro Vineyards, and we're really happy to try it out. Again, this is their ice-styled wine. It's called Aria 2007. Sells for $25. You can get it at allegrowines.com and the other retail locations. We're going to be doing more work with Carl, as we said previously in our other videos. We really appreciate his friendship and him sending us some wines. This is a really great tasting product from probably my favorite grape, the Traminette in Pennsylvania, and the rest of it being Riesling. Check it out. Aria 2007. We'll be talking to you soon.